Electromedicine and the end times. We've got some really big problems coming our way. And if you have loved ones to care for, you're not really just throw in the towel and check out. You want to survive. What are the main threats? War, famine, disease, and uh, the radiation from war, of course. Um, in case of war, nuclear radiation is going to be a biggie because it's going to get in the atmosphere and it's going to stay there a long time and it's going to slowly be coming down. And every day you're going to have to learn the right process of washing yourself and changing your clothes. And if you have a radiation meter, you can monitor the situation to know when to go out and when to stay in. Violent death is a big one. There's going to be more and more violence in the world, both domestically and between countries. So, uh, what usually happens with war is that the leaders of the countries um, almost always are invested in uh, war profiteering, and so they don't really try very hard to appease a nation that wants to kick their butt. These are lessons that you learn when you're in grade school. The bully wants to kick your ass, and you just figure out ways to appease them. Just whatever it takes. Give them a candy bar. Give them, give them your favorite seat. Whatever it takes, just do it. Fighting is the worst thing. And so, because countries don't do that, they don't know how to appease and get along and try to actually look out for their neighbor's best interests. War happens, and so we need to be prepared for it. With the radiation circulating in the atmosphere, you need potassium iodide because that helps to displace the radiation that would settle in your thyroid. As far as violent death, I think that everyone should study and practice self-defense and just be, uh, you know, there's lots of videos on YouTube about it. Just watch them. Put it in your mind. Start thinking about it. Start to become aware. Start to look at people and to get an idea. Well, is this person dangerous or what? Hunger. Uh, Climate chaos is going to cause food prices to shoot up. And if you're on a fixed budget, that means you have to eat less in order to pay the rent, in order to put gas in the car, and, pay your telephone bill and whatever else. So just learn to eat less. It's just as simple as that. I used to eat like crazy. I used to eat like 5 times a day. Now I get up in the morning, I have an egg on bread, and that lasts for hours. I'm fine for hours just on that. In case of catastrophes or war or whatever, you need to have food and water storage. I'm so tired of listening to Christians tell me, well, God's going to protect me, or, well, what will be, or whatever. And when the time comes, those people are going to be the worst suffering people. And, death death is just a door. We walk from one side of the door to the other side of the door, from one part of life to another part of life. It's no big deal, but really, you don't want to suffer a lot to die. That's not a good goal. So forget this attitude, what will be will be. Just forget it. It's nonsense. Uh, our our number one instinct is the survival instinct, and we need to give credence to that. You know, we are made to survive. We are all survivors. Last but not least, I'd like to talk about infectious disease and electromedicine. I got into electromedicine as a result of curing an infectious disease that I had for 16 years. I know it works. I had a neighbor kid in Paraguay that had dengue. I cured him of that doing blood electrification. I know it works. Um, I've personally known people with AIDS that by doing blood electrification, they were able to stay healthy. It doesn't completely get rid of the AIDS virus because it's a really, really tricky virus. It mutates a lot and it knows how to defend itself. So, yeah, electromedicine is great. It's blood electrification. That's what it is. Anyway, on the topic of pandemics and epidemics, there's a lot of good videos on YouTube. This one right here is about Ebola. It talks about the symptoms, and it's a really, really bad way to go. Really bad. SARS, very infectious, but not a real high death rate from it, like 1 in 16, I think. Bioelectric sells 3 different microelectrifiers, from the cheapest to the most expensive. This is my video on it. If you look up 3 microelectrifiers, you will find it on YouTube. And this is my video about the best features of the microelectrifier. And it's a very good video. It tells you why it's the best. And it is the best. I'm not just bragging. I'm not just wanting to make sales. It is the best. It's the absolute best. For one, it's a device that tells you when you're getting the right amount of current. None of the others do that. None, not one. So, end times. Here we go. We're on the roller coaster. Hold on tight. Hold your glasses in place. Grab your stomach, because here we go. It's so weird, you know. I tell people I feel like I'm living in a science fiction movie, and things are just accelerating. They really are. They're just accelerating. So anyway, don't give up. Always maintain hope. Always do your best. Put your best foot forward, and take precautions so that you can survive, that you can help others to survive. And that, my friend, is about all I have to say on the subject. Thanks for watching.